Progress on the seed snails or seed rolls. They're growing, but I had to bring them indoors for them to germinate because it was just way too cold outside yet. And this is just a week's worth of growing, and I need to reposition them in there. So I'll unroll it and give them some more soil. They're looking good. It's March. I'm going to get my beans out. Even with the propagator lid on, I think it was just a little bit too early for me in my garden to be putting seed rolls outside. They're inside on the windowsill. I have some potatoes well and truly ready to be planted, so I think I'll put them in the laundry basket. I have others chitting. I'll put in individual pots. They will just stay in here on the ground, so I need to sort out here and make more space. While I'm sorting some things out, I am going to sort out the catnip. It's a bit overgrown and untidy, and there are new shoots at the bottom. Be a bit more organized. Anything that's not catnip is coming out. I would like to put other things like nasturtium in here to mask the scent from pests. There's no chance it's going to mask from cats. They will find it. And that is why I put an upside down hanging basket over the top. That trick I took from Jerry Lander's Hop Along Hollow. She uses the this kind of wire waste baskets to cover her plants and protect them from the chickens. So if it works, if a wire basket protects her plants from the chickens when she lets them scratch in the beds to get the pest, then surely a wire hanging basket will stop the cat getting in where I don't want them to scratch, like in the catnip. They can still reach the leaves that grow outside of the basket, but they can't scratch up the whole plant, which is what they tend to do. I filmed once one of the little black cats in the neighborhood used to come around into the front garden. I had two catnip plants, and this cat twice dug up the entire root ball of the catnip and rolled around all over the root ball like it was a dog rolling around in fox muck. And this cat was so spaced out, it was hilarious to watch. So I had to just film it. And I put the catnip back in the ground, and inevitably the cat came back and did the same thing again. So I gave up putting catnip in the ground. That's why I now grow it in a pot and cover it up. New catnip shoots. I think I'd like to refresh the soil so that it's healthier. So I might have to dig it up carefully anyway and put some nice fresh soil on the bottom, not the top, the bottom. Oh, teeny tiny snail. I love snails. I adore them. I think they're gorgeous creatures. I just don't want them eating the plant. There we go. See, overwintering in there definitely needs to disturb the soil a bit. Right, let's dig this up and refresh the soil a bit. Oh, birdseed. Now have a new grow. Oh, that's a bigger root ball than that. Right, everything is going to have to move out of the way. Oh, and I've got some snapdragon seeds I saved yesterday from a plant I pruned yesterday. I had to do something. I needed to get in the garden. Was it yesterday? I just needed to get out into the garden because there was a bit of sunshine and it was cold, but I had to get outside. I needed air, I needed sunshine, I needed space. So it was under the veranda, so it's fine. There we go. Oh, there's a slug under there. Go ABC. Let's put this over there in that basket. Oh, I've got some manure behind the shed. I'll be right back. Right, I've separated it out into 3 separate plants. So this one is going to have more root space now, and I'm not putting it out yet until it's warmer because it's still pretty already sprouting. This catnip is a medicinal plant in my home. It's an analgesic, so a painkiller, and I make tea with it. When I have learned how properly and I'm more confident, I shall make a glyceride with it. I don't like the vinegars. It's nasty. So the optimal's not so tasty. It's not supposed to be tasty, it's supposed to be medicine, but you know what I mean. Right, I think maybe I shall protect it a little bit with some straw. Water that a bit more again. Always water before you mulch, because the mulch will prevent the water from getting through just as much as it prevents evaporation. So irrigation always needs to be under your mulch, not on top. Right, I did have some tent pegs. What have I done with them? I did have some tent pegs to hold these down. I'll just wash this over the rim. Ouch. That's squashed over the rim. And the hanging basket chain doesn't go underneath. Never mind. Right, I'll find a way to tie this down properly, because I did have tent pegs that I put over in and it would keep it down. So maybe I'm just going to have to get some more tent pegs. I had some lavender seedlings in here last year and I thought they did, but there are 3 of them that have sprouted from the base. So I'm going to only going to gently trim the tops, and I'm going to water it. I'm not going to cover it with a propagator because it'll just get too damp. Maybe more will come back. Let's see what happens, because they look like they're sprouting. Yeah, there was a sprout there. That'll just make it less leggy, and then I'll cut it shorter. So the lavender seeds, this is what I've grown from seed last year. See, there's a tiny shoot there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's sand on the top, which helps. Leave it out in the sunshine for a bit to warm up, and then I'll bring it back under cover a little bit later. Because the root ball is only that size, and this is the second year plant, it's not going to have a very deep or big root ball. So I thought I would just stick them in these, and that's why it's easier to move them in and under cover when I need to. How I'm going to protect these from the cats, though, is another story altogether. Maybe some chicken wire, make a tube with chicken wire. I'll figure it out. I'll let you know when I do. Some of this coconut fiber in here. Mix that with the soil. Some manure in the back. Right, I better go get some more manure. Right, back in a second. A little bit of manure and then some lovely wood chips that are starting to get totally covered in mycelium. It's almost white with mycelium. Beautiful stuff. And now I'm going to be in contact immediately with the roots, so that's what needs to be done. Mycelium is no good unless it can interact with the roots of the plant. Now mix some more compost with the other stuff and the coir. So, hope you're happy now with your new home. With a little bit more space to roam and a bit more food. Alright, let's get you also still under cover. It's a little bit of rhubarb I split. This is a smaller root ball still. I think we need a bit more compost in there. Somebody gave me a lovely big roll of good upholstery fabric, actually. Not exactly my colour, but very usable upholstery fabric. And I was wondering, I mean, I know I could use it for something. So I'm going to try and use a bit of it for some seed snails and see how they work. I'm not keen on the cardboard, like I said, because it was getting a bit mouldy. Obviously, the garlic I planted in the others didn't work, so let me refresh the soil. You should actually go out in the garden, but I don't want to yet. It's too cold. Look at that. Maybe I should go and put it in the ground somewhere. Ooh, there's mycelium in there. Oh, look at that, full of mycelium. Go back in there. Oh, lots of mycelium. Back in there. That's always a good sign. It's a very fine, feathery little white webs that would go back in there. Just a bit of fresh compost. Oh, by the way, where's it gone? Little eggshell right underneath the nest up there. I can't hear anything. So whether they laid eggs and another predator came and ate them, I have no idea. But there's an eggshell, so it's still a mystery. You can't see anything. My husband took a ladder up there yesterday to have a peep inside. Couldn't see anything. Maybe they laid eggs and then they were predated and then they've just abandoned it. What kind of predators could get in there? Certainly rodents could. I don't think we have any. I don't see any signs of rodents. There's no dropping. Magpies, the magpies have come back again. The crows haven't come in the back garden, but the magpies do come in the back garden because they know they get fed. It's been dead quiet, so I can't hear any chirping or anything. The robins haven't been coming under here as often as they were. They still come for food because there's still food on the flower planter there. There'll be people saying, oh, you're not supposed to mess with the garlic once they grow in. Well, this is my garden and I do it and they still survive. This is from bought garlic. It's not seeds. It's not seed garlic. But they started sprouting green, so I just put them in a bit of water and let them do their thing. I'm still using a couple of the homegrown ones. It's the sprouted garlic sorted. Oh, a slug. How very dare you. Frequent flyer miles used up. I have a nettle plant in here to my family's dismay. Why are you growing nettle? I'm cultivating it to protect it from those beasties that are attacking it every year. It's that horrible thing that was attacking my buxus, which reminds me I better feed, water, and dust the leaves of the buxus and protect them. Right, mixing more soil. Got a little lemon seedling grown from lemon. This one I sowed at Christmas time last year, and I did put it in some citrus potting mix. It seems to have survived a bit, but it needs a better pot than the little seed starter tray. I have mixed in some garden soil and some citrus compost because I put the other seedlings in the citrus compost and they are not happy. I don't think it's enough on its own, and because they're going indoors in a ceramic watering thing, hopefully they'll survive. This is the oldest one. I got all the other lemon ones died because I don't think they like the citrus compost. No, I'm not worried about reusing soil. See, there are more. What is it? Maybe I should grow it just to see what it is. There's more. I wonder what that is. There's a pot grower around here somewhere. Somebody's growing marijuana because the smell sometimes is unbelievable. They're not just smoking it, they're growing it, that's for bloody sure. The joy of living in the suburbs. Pink guava is happy with some citrus compost. Will the nasturtium grow indoors? Would we want it to grow indoors? Okay, you're going to be happy with more root space. That is the pink guava. Nurtured 2 winters old. And we've kept you alive up to now. Let's see if we can keep you alive a little bit longer. We'd like to keep you alive a lot longer. Let's see if we can keep you this high and you still give us fruit. Now, what's this? Oh, I think I know what it is. I'm going to put you in as well. Eremiris. I think that's what it was. Eremiris. Do that in a bit. And go there. And there it is. My pink guava going back in the lounge. There you go. There's some over there that we've been dealing with and potting on and tidying up and rescuing from neglect. Let's see that. And then, of course, the surprises there and there. And here are the lemon and the lavender. Let's see how they survive. And as soon as it starts getting a little bit colder, I'm going to bring them back indoors. So a bit of compost, about 2 or 3 inches in the bottom. Going to put in this really well chitted potato. Cover that up and then leave it to start growing before I top it up again. No, I do not know what variety potato it is. I can't remember. They were bought potatoes because obviously I can't grow enough potatoes in my garden to last from 1 year to the next. It'll be whatever it is when it grows. So I don't know if it's a determinate potato variety or indeterminate. If it's determinate, that means you put it in once you cover it up and that's it, you leave it. Indeterminate meaning you plant it down lower and top it up as it grows about 2 to 3 times, maybe 4 times, and then you let it grow because it grows along the stems. The tubers grow along the stems. I'm just winging it. Winging it gardening. That's what I do. So I've got 3 more of them, and then those ones, also bought ones, I don't remember what variety either. I'll put them in the laundry basket. And because the laundry basket is open on the sides, as it grows, it'll grow outwards as well. Will it work? We're winging it. Who knows? Let's see. I don't know. You know, they want to grow, so I'm keeping them under cover. Whether they're supposed to grow now or not, being the beginning of March. And if they want to grow, then I'm letting them grow. And this is what's left of my duck potatoes or wapatos or Sagittaria latifolia. That is left from, I've had these quite a few years now, but this is all I have left. And they're not quite happy, and I don't know what it is I'm doing wrong. I follow the instructions from Martin Crawford in the Edible Perennials book, but they don't seem to be quite happy. What am I doing wrong? So if anybody knows more about duck potatoes than I do, please let me know what I'm doing or what I'm supposed to be doing. I'd appreciate that help. Thanks. Quick update on the laundry basket potatoes. I did layer them like a lasagna. It's a bit cold and a bit wet in my opinion, but you're not great. Oh yeah, they are. They're starting to set roots. They're starting to set roots. So they're growing. It needs to warm up a bit in here. The straw needs to... Oh look, there's one. Yeah. So let's leave that alone. They'll start growing soon enough. I leave that open now. Warm enough in here. We'll see how that goes. I have more seed rolls in there. And there is my little duck potato there starting to grow. And there's more there. And that's the watercress. The watercress my friend gave me. And there are some water critters in there that came with it, which is fine, and the water is clear, so I'm happy with that. It's not foaming, it's not murky or yucky. So, and they can, oh look at that little water critter. I don't even know what it is, but it seems to be happy in there. They look like little wood lice shrimpy things. And this bit has been done. Wait for that video, that'll be here soon. Well, that's where we are right now in the garden. Front garden still loads to do. Compost next to sort out because I figured out where we're going to put more filling in the beds. Anyway, thank you to everybody for your wonderful support, for your comments, for your likes and shares. Really appreciate it. It does help. I did check out the analytics. It says over 90% of my viewers are not subscribers, and that would really, to have 95% or around that amount, I'll check it out and I'll show you next time around. To have that many people watching the videos but who aren't subscribed, if you do have a YouTube account, please do consider subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate that because that will really help. Even though I have said before that subscriber count doesn't matter,
as much as your likes, your shares and your comments, your interaction. So I would really appreciate it if, even more than subscribing, you would join in. Let me know what it is you're doing. Let me know what it is you want me to share with you or talk about on this channel, which is all things growing, using and preserving as far as self-sufficiency in a suburban garden goes. Right, folks, thank you to all of you and the new subscribers as well, and all of you who've been here all along. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be something to do with the that new garden bed. Yes, tidied up and ready to be planted. Speak to you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.